Hello, wrestling fans. I'm back once again, and I was able to find a topic to talk about, which is going to be talked about later in this video. But first, I want to announce that I guess I'll be doing a Q&A for your future. If you want to send in your questions, please do so. They could be about anything. It doesn't have to be just wrestling. It could be about what I'm doing right now as far as wrestling training, because yes, I'm still a part of that. So if you want to ask me questions about my wrestling training, wrestling in general, music, movies, etc., please do so, and I'll make a video responding to your questions, because I just don't really have any video topics to talk about, especially since now that I am training. But I did think of something, and before I do that, yes, I am shamelessly, no pun intended, wearing a lobster head shirt. I don't know what has gotten into me, but for some reason I'm starting to like the guy. But all hail King Lobster Head, if you will. But I guess I want to talk about something, and I think this has been talked about in the past, but I just want to ask this question to all you wrestling fans out there, especially to those who haven't made a video on this. I would hope that some people would. On my Deaths of Wrestling video, only very few people made a video on it. I mean, I'm not disrespecting the lower tier guys, because I'm glad that you guys did, but the most subscribed, or the highest guy with subscribers that made a video response was Boo Boo. And I want to see more people make some video responses, because I want to get some discussion around, seeing as people are so bored with the YWC. But I do have a topic to talk about, and it's very interesting. My question to all of you is, what do you perceive as a wrestling fan, or what is your definition of a wrestling fan? Because I've seen so many people throw out this definition of what a wrestling fan really is. And some people will say, oh, well, you have to follow tons of wrestling promotions in order to be a wrestling fan. Oh, you just have to watch one promotion to be a wrestling fan. Oh, you need to know what's going on in the wrestling world itself. Oh, you can't be a fan of WWE because that's not real wrestling. TNA is real wrestling. Or just the typical shit like that. And my personal definition of what a wrestling fan is somebody who loves wrestling enough that when they see a new promotion or somebody recommends them a new promotion, they're willing to give it a chance. And that's how I feel about wrestling fans. Is there are fans out there who will give it a chance, like myself. If you give me a new promotion, I'll at least give it a chance to watch it. And if I don't like it, I'll just say, hey, it's not for me. Because there are so many wrestling promotions with different styles. The problem with WWE is that their matches, they're really good. They have good matches, but you have to know what's going on beforehand to really understand why they're doing what they're doing in the ring. Prime examples of this is, look at Taker Michaels from 26. I think this is one of my favorite matches ever. But if you take out the story, and just give me that match, then I'm just going to be like, it's a good match, but really? But when you make the build-up, when you have Shawn Michaels call out The Undertaker for a second time at Mania, Taker says, no, I'm not going to accept the rematch. Then you have Shawn Michaels biting tooth and nail to try and get a rematch with them. And then eventually he does. And then not only is Undertaker's streak on the line, but Shawn Michaels' career is on the line. Then you've got a storyteller match with all the moves making sense. Undertaker selling the leg. There's so many things in that match that just really made it a great match in my opinion. But that's the thing with WWE. I can't really explain TNA, because TNA, I don't watch TNA at the moment. Then you got promotions like Dragon Gate, where it's pretty much just a high spot after high spot after high spot, and people love this. It's fair enough. Shikara, it's more of a family-friendly promotion, comedic style wrestling. You're never gonna see like the 5-star match, but you're going to see something that's going to be enjoyable. Evolve, it's all about the sport. You watch old AJPW matches, All Japan, Kings Road style. It's just different styles. So different styles are accountable for anybody, and some people like certain things. The fans that I don't like are the fans that complain about the mainstream, such as WWE and TNA. And then when you recommend them a new promotion, I'm not going to mention any names, but I know people personally that have done this. They will come up with a cop-out to why they don't want to watch it. Whether it be, oh, it's not on TV, it's too expensive for me to follow, this, that, or the other. I don't like that. I don't like that excuse. Because if you're going to call yourself a wrestling fan, you would at least find some way to give it a chance. I'm not saying that you have to love the promotion. I'm not saying that you watch it once, you gotta love it. Not everybody's gonna like the same thing. Shikara is a prime example. Some people love Shikara. They find it very entertaining. There's just some people that find it way too wacky and too over the top for them to enjoy. But at least they gave it a chance. No, that's what I don't like in wrestling fans, is when you promote a new promotion. Like, let's say somebody tells me I can't stand WWE and TNA, and then I offer them Evolve, because Evolve is a good promotion, and they give me an excuse, oh, well, it's not on TV, it's too expensive for me to follow, I don't want to watch it, this, that, and the other. Or even the whole production values and the pyro and all that. That should not be the end-all, be-all of wrestling, in my opinion. But I just feel that people need to expand their wrestling horizons and give it a chance if you really are a wrestling fan. If you're not, if you're just a fan of WWE or a fan of TNA's product, then by all means, just go ahead, keep following what you want to follow. And hell, if WWE is your style of wrestling and nothing else is, alright. If you've given everything a chance, fine by me. Just WWE is your thing. Same with TNA, same with any other promotion out there. But as long as you have given it a chance. I don't like it when, like I said, you promote something and the fans just go ahead and give some weird excuses to why they don't want to follow it. And I think that's sad in my opinion, because if you really are a true dedicated wrestling fan, if you're willing to call yourself a wrestling fan, the least you would do is give them a chance and say to yourself, alright, let me see what this wrestling promotion is all about. There are means of following these promotions, some of which I don't agree with. But, hey, there are ways to follow wrestling promotions. It's not like you have to buy every, like, let's say, Evolve DVD to know what the hell's going on. And they've got the website, they've got their YouTube channel, they've got separate channels for the wrestlers that make promos. There are means to follow a wrestling promotion other than just buying the DVDs. And also there are reviews out there, so if someone says this is a must-buy DVD, then that 15 to 20 bucks will be worth your time to buy it. So I'm just saying, if you're going to call yourself a wrestling fan and you're tired of the mainstream, at least look around and try and find some stuff that maybe you will like. And don't hide behind a security blanket and tell yourself, I'm not going to watch it because it's not on TV or it's hard for me to follow, this, that, and the other. I'm just saying, there's plenty of promotions out there. There's Ring of Honor, PWG, there's Shikara, there's Evolve, there's, even if you want to go to Japan, you got AJPW, you got NJPW, you've got Noah. I don't know if, I think Hustle went out of business. I'm not positive on that. Don't quote me on that. But there's tons of wrestling promotions out there. Or the wrestling promotion that I'm a part of, or training with, which is Body Slam Wrestling Organization. I will post links to their Facebook and to their website on the bottom, and also they are having a show on December 18th. If you are in the Jersey area, please go to it or buy a ticket. $10 for admission. Anyways, that's just my perspective of a wrestling fan. Send in your Q&A, do all that. Anyways, I'm out. Take care.